He's 40, almost 41. He turns 41 next month. Coming off that torn Achilles, does he have all those pieces to lead this team with 10 weeks left? I mean, is there 10 weeks left? No. More than halfway, 7 weeks left.
Here's the issue for Rodgers. I think a lot of people, Jeane, thought he could walk into this building, be the missing piece, be the missing ingredient, and propel them over the top. I think there was a miscalculation in maybe the talent, maybe the coaching, maybe the overall feel within the building, and the fact that, not everybody's Tom Brady. I think that was like the best case scenario that people were looking at, like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was a middling team, but they had talent. You could see that there was talent there. They get the greatest quarterback of all time, and that's what Tom Brady is, the greatest quarterback of all time. He had a chip on his shoulder. He had something to prove, and it took them some time. They weren't perfect the first half of the year, but they got it to go. They got it going. The defense started coming on, and Brady willed them. Aaron Rodgers doesn't seem to have that, and it's probably unfair asking Aaron Rodgers to beat Tom Brady because, you know what, Jeane? There's only one Tom Brady. But we're seeing an Aaron Rodgers that doesn't have the same gas that he had left in the tank. He's a different kind of character than Tom Brady. And listen, I think his teammates like him. I think that's been obvious. If you go back to his Green Bay days, there are guys that are in his corner. I think there are guys in the Jet locker room that are cruelly in his corner, but it doesn't have the same galvanizing locker room feel and impact that those Tampa teams had. And if you want to blame that on him, if you want to blame that on the coaching, if you want to blame that on ownership, you could blame it on the entire operation, but that sort of tight-knit, close, unified team, you're around the team every day. You don't exactly feel that, not just because of the performance, but because of just the body language and the way they look and the way that they have kind of gone through this season. How can anybody sit there and tell me this Jet team looks together? They don't look together, Jeane. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
Yeah, and I think that's a valid point. And also, JJ, in fairness to Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady didn't blow out his Achilles at 40. I mean, I think that's a big part of this. I mean, last year, do you think, I know hindsight, what is it, 2020 hindsight or whatever, hindsight's 2020, whatever. I think their best year was last year when Aaron didn't tear his ACL or Achilles.
Oh, of course. Listen, you're talking about a quarterback getting up there in age. So no matter the case, Father Time is undefeated. I know these quarterbacks now can play in their 40s, and it's not a matter of Aaron Rodgers being able to throw the ball. When Aaron Rodgers has time to throw the ball, he still throws as pretty a ball as you're going to find. He can be on the money. He can deliver it down the field. That's not the question. The question is, Aaron Rodgers, when there's not that time and when he's got to go off script and he's got to do the sort of things that, hey, he used to be able to do when he was younger. Yeah, the stuff now that Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes can do on a weekly basis, Jeane, he can't do those things. So, yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, they would have had a better shot last year to be that sort of top-level AFC team, looking back on it, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't blow out Achilles and he's not up there in age another year. But just think about this roster. There's a lot of talent there.
Yeah.
But
both sides.
It's just the vibe, the feel. You can have a lot of talent, but if you don't have that sort of cohesiveness within a locker room and everybody kind of moving and working together, and I'm not saying that it's because the Jet guys are bad guys. I don't think they're bad guys at all, but it's the idea of molding and meshing a team together. They have not done that in the way that other great teams are able to do it, and I think it shows.